Hey, welcome back to Vepr 12 All Day. Thank you once again for tuning in and supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please support our sponsors. Today we're coming at you with yet another upgrade video for the Vepr 12 shotgun. I will show you. This is a safe gun. There's nothing in the chamber. As we all know, one of the most awesome features that the Vepr 12 comes with is a last round bolt hold open. And you can see I'm demonstrating that now. The Vepr's got an empty 5-round mag, and when it locks back on an empty chamber, on an empty mag, it's going to stay there for you even after you eject the mag. So the product that we have for you today is exclusively available from 4range.com. It's the enhanced bolt hold open lever made by Malat in Russia. Now these have been missing from the scene for a couple years. Malat stopped making them, but recently they've started making them again, and 4Range has them for you exclusively in the USA. They basically attached this little round disc which is going to make your bolt hold open lever even more effective and even easier to use. So why would you want to upgrade this already awesome feature? Well, I can think of a few reasons. For one, if you've ever taken this thing apart and removed the fire control group, when you reinstall it, this bolt hold open lever has a habit of kind of jumping back up into the receiver. Now when you don't have these access pins holding everything together and you're trying to reinstall and hold all kinds of pins and springs together, it can be kind of a pain in the butt. So the enhanced disc is going to hold that in place for you. Another handy competition feature is obviously when you shoot the slide lock, when you put that new mag in there under a timer, or if you're training, whatever, tactical applications, you're going to want as much surface area for your finger to engage, just so you can put that new mag in there and close that bolt up. Okay. The third feature that I can see really helping, especially in competition or at the range, if you want to lay the firearm down and just empty the gun and put it on an empty chamber with no mag inserted, is that you're going to be able to pull down on this disc once it's installed, and basically without doing a funky dance or going all up into this area between the trigger guard, just with one finger you're going to be able to lock that slide open on an empty chamber by engaging that enhanced last round bolt hold open. This is going to come in really handy, especially at the end of a stringer fire or at the end of a competitive stage, when all you want to do is get your guns clear and get off the firing line. So stay tuned. We're going to show you exactly how to install this awesome enhanced last round bolt hold open, available from 4range.com. To accomplish this upgrade, you're going to take this little donut off of the new part, and you're going to be left with this exposed little threaded rod, okay, that they've welded on to the new piece. Set that aside, and bam, you have a fairly stripped down Vepr 12. I'm going to throw some links on screen and in the video description. Those who have watched my other videos know that I have a good number of videos on how to take down the Vepr, how to remove the fire control group, and take off the pistol grip. Sometimes those are stubborn. I encourage you to watch those videos if you are not a Vepr 12 ninja as of yet. The bolt hold open is one item that I didn't really discuss in depth in my other videos. It is kind of its own animal, and I'm going to demonstrate for you how it works. So I've left the access pin installed here to demonstrate. Here is the bolt hold open itself. You can see it's being engaged by the follower of the empty mag. So once you've fired your last round, the follower comes up, engages this, pushes it up, and allows this piece to stick up and keep the bolt from going forward again. It's that simple. So here's a couple of other things you may not have known. The screw or threaded bolt and adjustment for the bolt hold open lives right here between the magwell and the trigger guard. If you push up on it like that, you're actually activating the bolt hold open itself. That little notch that's coming up and going down has a slot machined into it which holds that flat piece of metal. Okay, so not only can you adjust the tension of your bolt hold open right here, but if you are careful and once you remove it, you can actually bend this piece up and down to dial in when exactly it engages that follower and holds the bolt open. There have been some inconsistencies in the bolt hold open popping open or auto forwarding on when you insert your mag and those types of issues. So that's how you can adjust your bolt hold open. So once you've removed the access pin from the gun, a lot of times when you're working on it, it'll jump up in there and start flopping around like that. You can see it's now in the space where for the fire control group. So that's where it can be kind of annoying, and that's one thing that's going to be fixed by the enhanced BHO lever. So we're going to show you how to remove this from the gun now. It's fairly simple. When you push up on this with your finger manually, you have now put this into the raised position, and you can actually just kind of turn it parallel to the receiver with your hand. Once you do that, the BHO lever pretty much just falls to the side and it's out. Now you can also remove the bolt hold open altogether by unscrewing this completely and making it loose, but we don't need to do that for this video. So now we're going to show you how to install the enhanced BHO. So this threaded piece that's attached to the enhanced BHO is just under 4 millimeters wide. And in order to get that through this slot, you are going to have to remove a little bit of material from the receiver. What I'm going to do is I'm going to err on the side that is closer to the edge of the receiver instead of this little thin strip, which is already pretty thin. I can tell you that it's pretty close to get that through there. You're not going to have to remove a whole lot of material at all. So I'm just going to drill on the one side a little tiny semicircle to get that threaded piece through and install the BHO. So as you can see, we've got a strapped down Vepr, and this is the part we are concerned with. This little slot, this is where the bolt hold open release lever goes. And we've made a little white mark with paint marker in the middle of that slot. So that's where we're going to remove material from. And as you can see, it's on the side closest to the edge of the receiver, like we talked about. So initially we're going to go at it with this little tiny Dremel bit and seeing if we can get just enough material out of there to allow the enhanced BHO lever to pass through. So that's all it took, just by removing that tiny amount of material from the side of that slot with the Dremel. We can now see that that threaded part is going to pass through there. So now installation of your enhanced BHO is going to be a snap. You've created a little extra room in that slot, and you're going to take it and thread it back through the receiver and poke that wide threaded part through that slot like so. And as you can see, the BHO just kind of falls naturally into its little resting spot like that. To re-engage it with the bolt hold open, what you're going to do is reach your finger through the mag well like this so you can control that part while simultaneously turning this part back into alignment. You have to push up slightly on the bolt hold open so that it engages that machined groove which interfaces with it. So as you push up on that and turn this back into place, you can also use your thumb to push up on that bolt hold open to get some pressure off of there and help you turn that back in place. See if we can get one smooth move here all on camera. Okay, so we're holding that where this is going to interface and catch, and we're going to turn that back in place and it'll pop down like that. Okay, so now everything's back together. Then you just take your little donut and screw it back on to the enhanced BHO. Okay? And that is the install. The rest of the reinstall for the fire control group can easily be found on my other video, for which I will put an on-screen link. Alright, she's back together, and you can see the enhanced BHO there. Empty gun, and just like we talked about, to open up the chamber and hold open, all you got to do now is push down on that little donut, and bam. Keep your chamber open, no mag in there, slide lock. It is a beautiful thing. That is just really a nice feature to have. So let's show it to you in action. Let's hit the range. Alright, so we're out here on my home range where we've got some terrible Ohio weather going on, but that's alright. We're just going to give you a quick shooting demonstration as to the enhanced bolt hold open. So you're coming to the firing line, you're making your gun ready. You can lock that open now with the touch of one finger. We're going to put that in, and basically we're going to run to slide lock, and then we're going to do a reload off the belt and show you why I love this part here already. Alright, so we're going to make ready, we're going to shoot. Okay, now we've gone to slide lock. Drop your mag, put in your new one, and now as you're kind of just regaining your firing position with the side of your finger, you can almost just brush that, hit that bolt hold open release, regain your natural firing position, and get back on target. Now, say that's the end of your string of fire, or the end of your competition stage. Now what you want to do is drop mag, unload, show clear, and with the touch of one finger now, you can lock your slide open and you're done. Okay? No weird dance, no reaching up in there, no showing anybody. One finger and lock that slide open. That's why I think this is a great competition upgrade. It's available to you from 4range.com. I'm going to put a link in the video description. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you use my discount code. And thanks again for watching Vepr 12 All Day. See you next time.